Hey guys, GMX here and welcome back to Civilization 6. In today's video, we'll be starting a new game here and we'll be doing extra shuffle mode. Of course, we'll be playing on the Deity setting, and how to make this an extra shuffle mode, what we're going to be doing is actually making the map, the shuffle map. Where is it at? Right here. Selecting that. That has a little bit, it has secrets to be revealed. It's kind of a random generation of a map. Resources, we're going to do random. Start position, we keep on standard. And then we're going to be doing the Tech and Civic Shuffle, so there's our double shuffle. And then we're going to also probably do Secret Societies, Heroes, and Legends, because they're just great modes. Bring a little spice to the game. All victory conditions, obviously. No duplicate leaders, still barbarians. Share teams, share visibility doesn't really apply here. We're also going to be doing random leader. So we have 3 shuffles going on: random leader, random map, and Tech and Civic Shuffle. So be a lot of fun. Everything else is going to be random. Let's actually do, let's stick with a small map. Small map's fine here. Deity setting and ancient era, game speed there. Let's actually pop up our city states up one. I like that, and get some extra city states in there. That way we can get maybe some better city state bonuses, as well as potentially the availability to take over a city state later on in the game. So let's go ahead and get this game started, see where we're settling. During this series, if you guys want to have a city named after you, be sure to comment down below. Today's question of the day is to ask, what is your favorite civilization? Go ahead and leave that down in the comments below, and I'll be choosing one random person to have a city named after him for the next episode. Also, be sure to like and subscribe. Subscribing lets you keep up to date with the latest videos that we post. All right, so we actually got Hercules here, so we'll probably reset this one. We have just recently played Hercules. If you guys have missed that series, go ahead and click the card above over here. It's going to be on the upper right hand corner. Go ahead and click that card above. You can watch that series where we got a nice cultural victory. But let's go ahead and re-roll this one and see if we can get another leader. All right, so we actually got Hojo, which is actually pretty neat. They have a unique ability, which is Divine Wind, where land units receive +5 combat strength on coastal tiles, and then also naval units get +5 combat strength in shallow water tiles. So along the coast and shorelines, we're going to be getting a lot of extra combat strength. Builds encampments, holy sites, and theater square districts in half the time, which is very, very good for culture victories, and also getting up a early religion. Civilizations that are at war with Japan receive a +100% unit damage from hurricanes in Japanese territory. So if we settle some coastal cities, they'll be easily defended if there is some hurricanes and stuff, which it's still going to hurt us, but will hurt them more. All districts receive an additional standard adjacency bonus for being adjacent to another district. So I think if you have 2 districts around, you get a +1. So I think with Hojo, if there's 2 districts around another district, it gets +2, which means that you really want to cluster up your districts in very close-knit areas. Additionally, we have the unique unit as Samurai. I think that replaces it's not the Swordsman. I don't remember where it goes on in the tree, but we also get the Electronics Factory, which is a late era building that you can get for your industrial zone. So let's go ahead and see where we start. Okay, looking here, this is actually not a horrible start right where we are. We actually have some pretty low yield tiles in our immediate vicinity, but we have a 2-2 tile up here that we can eventually grow to. There's a reef here, so if there's a mountain around here, we can actually get a +2 or +3 campus. There's a mountain here that we can maybe get a holy site around. Let's move our warrior down, see if we can see. Yeah, not too much great stuff over there. We could get a decent harbor here by getting a +1 adjacency from the fish, and then +2 from our city center, so that would be decent. I think settling in place here is just fine. We got some good hills around us. We can get a quarry up, so we can get a quick boost for what's it called, masonry, wherever that is. Since we're in Tech and Civic Shuffle, we're not going to know where all the things are. So what we're going to want to do is send our warrior to try to find a natural wonder as quick as possible. That way we can get a religion up. But looking at map position here, I think settling in place is the best bet. Looking at this immediately, right where our warrior is actually a good industrial zone. You have a quarry here, then you have 2 mines here, so it's a +2 right there automatically. And then being next to the city center here, and then maybe getting an aqueduct there would make it even better. So you can get a plus, it would be a +5 or +5 industrial zone right there later on. We could also get a harbor here like we talked about, and maybe a campus here, or even over here if there's some mountain tiles over here to the right. So let's go ahead and settle in place. That's a good spot, I think. Boom. Ooh, we do actually have some coffee over here, which needs irrigation, but that's a good thing to note. We can't build a campus there now, so our campus is probably going to go right here if we do get a campus. Let's go ahead and go a scout, and let's make sure we are working. Yep, 2 food, 1 production tile is our best tile here. 2 food, 1 gold would be good for getting gold up, but we really don't need gold right now. It'd be nice to have, but as we grow in population, we'll maybe work that tile. All right, choosing research. We do have some hills around us, and I will want to try to find bronze working so I can chop out this rainforest as quick as possible. But what we're going to choose first, I think, is going straight for pottery, because there's lots of water around us. So I'm guessing getting something up like granaries is going to be good, because we're going to be at lower housing since we're on coastal tiles. So getting those up quickly in our first couple cities is going to be important. Because as you can see here, I only have 4 housing, and it'd be nice to be able to expand that quicker. All right, some more coffee down here. So maybe we should get something, the Pantheon for plantations. That'll give us bonus culture. And that'll help us out quite a bit, actually. So more land down here. Okay, so we actually, maybe this city right where our warrior is right here would be good too, because we have another reef here for another campus adjacency, and then we can get another harbor here, something like that. All right, Cahokia. Okay, we're the first to meet them as well, which is good. Go ahead and get that travel village. We got an extra envoy. So we were the first to meet Cahokia, and when you first meet a civilization, you actually will get +1 envoy, which means you'll get +2 gold in the capital. So we don't need to send an envoy right now, so I'm going to hold on to that envoy I just got from that tribal village. They have a quest, sending a trade route to them will give them an extra envoy for us for free, so we're going to go ahead and try to do that later on. They do have the unique bonus of builders can now make Cahokia mounds, which gives us +3 gold, and also gives us +1 amenity. Yeah, for the first one we build. All right, so it looks like we are actually on a little peninsula here with some land over here. So what that tells me is instead of going for like a slinger or something like that, I think I'm gonna go straight for a settler. Now, usually I wouldn't do this. Usually I do another combat unit because there's either AI or barbarians around me. But that doesn't really seem to be the case. And settling, I want to settle as many cities as I can as quickly as I can to ensure that I get up as much land as possible, and make sure that these cities get up as quick as possible, so that I can get to things like celestial navigation and cartography, so I can go around the world as much as possible on ocean tiles, because it looks like I'm pretty much caught on this little peninsula, and I don't want to be stuck here.
Near the Missouri.
All right, perfect. We have the first natural wonder we found. We also get the ability to discover Hippolyta, so we could get that, and Hemeratic Order, which is really good too. And we got the boost for astrology. So now if we open our technology tree, we can see exactly where astrology is. So I'm going to beeline it for there, because astrology is going to be very important for us to get up. So this one's pretty good. So let's go ahead and see what this thing does real quick. What's it called? PAMUK. All right, so this natural wonder is a 2-tile impassable natural wonder which gives us +1 amenities. It provides an additional amenity if adjacent to an entertainment complex, and then major adjacency bonuses for theater squares, campuses, and commercial hubs, and standard adjacency bonus for holy sites. So getting a theater square, campus, or commercial hub would be really great around it, and it also provides us fresh water if we want. And that gives us also promotion for our scouts. Since we have a lot of force around us here, I'm actually going to take the ranger so I can move through them a lot quicker. Otherwise, I'd be inhibited and kind of slowed down by exploring. All right, so now we have 2 barbarian encampments right next to us here. We have one over here that I think Cahokia should be able to deal with fine, because this is an impassable tile. But we also have one down here to our southwest that we want to take care of really quickly. We want to make sure we can get that, make sure that scout doesn't come down to us. So what we're going to do is send our warrior down here and hopefully take out that scout that's going to be coming towards us. What we're going to do is we're actually going to block this scout from reaching our city so that it can't detect us, come back here and spawn more units in this barbarian encampment. So what we're going to do is hold this tile here and hope that that scout goes south. All right, as you see there, the barbarian scout came up right here. What I want to do is get me in between them and the scout so that this scout does not get alerted of a city and does not report back to the barbarian encampment here. So now it should run away from us here, and then we should be able to hopefully kill it before it gets back to its encampment down here. All right, now we got Code of Laws. Now we want to plug in Discipline because we do have barbarians we need to fight against, and then we want to plug in God King as well. That way we get +1 faith in our capital. That way we can get our Pantheon up rather quickly. Unfortunately, we haven't met any tribal villages or anything like that to boost that up even quicker. But I think we should be fine. Let's go ahead and go for early empire. That way I can get colonialization and get +50% production towards settlers. All right, we just met the city-state of Wolin. Wolin wants us to recruit a great rider. We were not the first to meet them. So what I'm going to go ahead and just pop in an envoy immediately. That way I can get +1 production when making producing units in our capital. And that will apply to non-combative units such as settlers and things like that. So that +1 production will help us quite a bit. And as you can see, I also discovered the Owls of Minerva. I could get that. And then also, if you see here in Wolin, as after we uncovered them, you can actually see this border here. This border means that there is another AI down here. So what that tells us is that there's not going to be another AI down here. So what we're going to want to do is keep this settler up and get this settler down here as quick as possible. Probably somewhere around here, this barbarian encampment, to ensure that we take up this land as quick as possible. Because there's good things like a great campus right here. Like this area right where this barbarian encampment would be really great for a bunch of districts. So we want to kind of prioritize and take care of this and seize this land for ourselves. So if we move down here, we might actually uncover this the AI. We weren't, but maybe next turn. All right, and we got Peter as our neighbor. That's gonna be interesting. They are in the tundra, but we very much want to get this. That's gonna be difficult now because now we need to, one, make sure this settler gets taken care of and gets down here. But then we might actually have to go to war with Peter to take this land because they're going to be expanding up to the north as quick as possible, most likely, because they probably don't have too much land down to the south. So we're going to have to do that, take care of that. That's going to be unfortunate, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I think looking at our settler lens, there's a couple of places we could settle. There's a spot here. But I'm thinking we'll want to settle right here. So what we're going to need to do is I think we're going to save up our gold and buy something the turn right before we get our settler so we can escort it down here so we can go around this barbarian encampment. We'll probably just buy another warrior to travel with the settler there so it's protected. So what we're going to do with our scout down here is kind of make sure that that Peter does not capture this land down here. We want to make sure that we have this guy over here to make sure that a settler doesn't land in these tiles that he could settle, which is going to be all 5 of these tiles here, which we don't want him to get. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get our settler down here as quick as possible. We have 1 turn left, so now we have the ability, I think I could go for a slinger. I think I'm going to wait till next turn so I can purchase a warrior and send it with it. But this guy's just going to keep scouting here, so if there is a settler that comes this way, we can kind of try to block him with our scout so he doesn't settle. Down here, we have our warrior, who's going to be going against this barbarian encampment. We have a +5 combat strength versus anti-cavalry. We have our discipline card in, which gives us also +5 combat strength against barbarians. And then we also have Hojo's unique ability, which gives us +5 combat strength on coastal land tiles, but they have a +6 fortified defense and a +25 base strength, so we're slightly at a slight advantage. As you can see, they have a total of 31, we have 35, so we're going to attack a couple times. We're going to attack, heal kind of thing until we whittle down this encampment. So now we got the settler. We're going to go ahead and purchase a warrior to send with it, and then we're going to make a escort formation so we can ensure that this settler is going to be nice and safe. I have a unique situation right now where I can kill this scout right here, before I attack the encampment, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, as spearmen tend to not go attack out of the encampment unless they are going against something that has less combat strength. In this situation, I would have higher combat strength still than the spearmen, so attacking the scout does not leave me vulnerable to them attacking me. So I'm going to go ahead and try to clear the scout, because I don't want the scout coming back up to our capital and then coming back to the encampment and again reporting to the barbarian encampment and spawning more barbarians for us to try to take care of. So we're going to go and take care of that scout. So now I could attack straight back into this barbarian encampment, but what I actually want to do is go back up on this hill. This hill will give us a defense modifier of 3, as you can see here, whereas on this plains tile, this one only has this does not have any defense modifier. So if the barbarian attacks me, I will not have a higher combat strength. So I want to go back to this tile and fortify on that hill, heal up a couple turns, and then start back attacking into this barbarian encampment. All right, so we had a unique situation where the encampment spawned a warrior, and so that made the spearmen come and attack us here. So what we're actually going to do is we actually got a promotion here. What I think we're going to do actually is go ahead and take the Battlecry Promotion. That will give us +5 combat strength against melee and ranged units. That way, when we're fighting against these guys, we have a lot higher bonuses. So you can see now we have 37 combat strength against these guys, and 42 rather than the I think it was around 31, 32 that we were at before. So that's highly beneficial to get those early game promotions. All right, now we have the ability to take this encampment. I think I'm going to take the encampment. That way it can't spawn any more units and ensures us that we will be able to kill the units around us, because after you destroy an encampment, all of the barbarians will attack the nearest thing next to them. And we have such a high combat strength against these guys, it's going to be more beneficial for us to take this encampment rather than just to defend in place. And I also have the ability, since I have movement strength because I moved down from a hill, to also attack this warrior and get the kill instantly. So we're going to go ahead and do that as well. And then hopefully that scout will just bar into us. And since we have a higher combat strength, it's going to be very easy to get that kill. So now in a situation like this, the scout has attacked into us. Go ahead and fortify, and you should be good to go. We definitely do need a granary. That way we can continue to grow, because we're going to get at 3 out of 4 housing. We definitely need more housing. So we're going to go ahead and do that. This scout is kind of just fortifying in place, still scouting out that stuff. This warrior can't get the kill, so we're just gonna defend in place, and this gonna hold on there. What we're gonna try to do is with the scout go ahead and block these guys so that they cannot move onto these tiles, because as you can see on the settler lens, they could settle right here, which would be pretty unfortunate for us, but we kind of just want to defend and make sure that they can't get to these coastal tiles. All right, we were able to kill that barbarian encampment with this warrior and settler combo. Now these warriors will start attacking to us, but they have such low combat strength, I don't think it'll be an issue. This guy might settle on these lands, so I just really want to make sure that they don't. So how am I going to do that? I want to block the freshwater tile, so I'm going to go over here and see if that will eliminate them from settling there. Okay, so now they're settling on the coast over there, which I think will be fine for us. So we were successful in evading them away from us. Now we want to move our settler down here. And I think we want to get on this tile, but I think we're going to have that's not too low of loyalty. We can maybe get a monument very quickly in this city, or we can even move Magnus over here to establish some good enough loyalty. Let's go ahead and start working. We need to get mining up as well as bronze working. So those are the next two we're going to start working on. And thinking about it a little bit more, I think we're actually going to settle in place. That way we can still get fresh water here. If we went down to this tile 1, we'd have -3 loyalty per turn rather than -2. And we would lose out on fresh water, meaning we'd have to have both a granary and an aqueduct really quickly in this city. And this city we want to grow as quick as possible, because we want to get population up to ensure that we have enough loyalty in there. Because the more the more citizens you have, the higher loyalty pressure you exert every single turn. So what we're going to do is go ahead and settle here. We will have negative amenities and rebellion here. So what we're going to do is go and probably switch Magnus over here, just because we will need to make sure that that city remains loyal. In here, we also want to get a holy site. We get a nice +4 right here. Let's see, plus from district mountains and then adjacent districts. This is from woods, adjacent districts. So let's go ahead and do this +4 right here. I think that's going to be our best bet there. And now we're going to just fortify with our warrior here. And now we'll keep an eye there to make sure that they don't settle another city, which I don't think they're able to. They could settle ones right here and take a bunch of these tiles. But one thing we're going to probably want to do is get some plantations and get culture up in this city as quickly as possible, because that way we can expand our borders very, very quickly and ensure that we get a good districts. Now this kind of limits our ability to settle too many other cities. We can do one on the rice here. I think that's going to be one of our next cities to ensure that we get enough loyalty in this city. And then additionally, we'll settle the rest of our peninsula here. We have, I think, 2 or 3 cities. We can do one here, and then we can do 1, 2, 3. We could do 2 cities in here somewhere, so we want to kind of plan that out. There's not much in the way of nice production, nice water resources around here. So there's not great harbors or anything like that. But there's some reefs that we can get some good campus adjacencies from. So like there's one down here that we could get a +2 campus here. There's one here, so we can get a +2 campus there. And then we could also do different districts around to get better adjacencies from everything. So in settling the cities down on this peninsula here, I'm kind of limited on space. I can only get 2 cities in here. So what I will want to do is actually go ahead and settle 1 city right where this warrior is to ensure that I get a decent harbor around this city here. And then I'll also, the only other place after that I'll be able to settle is right here. And that is because each city has a 3-ring tile that you cannot settle another city on it. So that means that this tile is the only one that is more than 3 tiles away. So everything else is within 2 tiles or 3 tiles. So this is the 4th tile away. That's the only one I'll be able to settle. So that's going to be our other city. That kind of bites because there is a reef here that would give us +2 for a campus, but I don't really see another choice. I think we'll be okay because maybe we can get a couple districts around here to get some good adjacencies there, since we have that ability as Hojo. All right, we just unlocked our Pantheon. I think we're going to go for Festival of the Goddess, as we will get +1 culture from plantations. And we have a ability to get a couple plantations. You can see you can get coffee here as well as here, and then bananas here. That's going to be our most highly sought after resource and the one that's most available in our empire. We could do something like God of the Sea, which gives us +1 production for fishing boats. The only issue is that we only have 2 things of fishing around us. We don't have that much around us. We would get only a couple production based off that. And I think early game culture, especially against someone such as Peter, who gets a lot of tiles when he first settles a city, is going to be more important for us. So getting like a plantation up in this city is going to be very, very important. So let's go ahead and pick up Goddess of the Festival so we can get those that culture online. Going into the classical era, we are going to be in a normal age. We just finished up mining and then unlocked early empire, which is really great. We can now pop in things like colonialization and get more settlers out quickly. Discipline, we can actually prop that out because I don't think we're going to have too much issues with that. And I'm actually going to pop in this tile here as we get +2 loyalty per turn for garrison unit. That way we can ensure that this city stays loyal and we don't have too many issues. I'm also going to place a scout right here. This scout is now on a hill, so it has increased visibility for 2 tiles around, and has the ability to then defend against Peter if he sends any troops our way, so that they have to go through this defending scout instead of actually being able to reach the city here. So now for dedications, I think we're going to go ahead and do free inquiry, as there's a lot of boosts you can get early on in the early game, and try to get that up as quick as possible. We also have the ability to get another governor title. We have another governor title, so I think we're actually going to probably pick up the Hermetic Order this game, mainly because the ability to get ley lines here, as they give extra adjacency bonuses, which also helps with our adjacency bonus thing that we have with Hojo. So that'll be really cool to see if we have any of those in our empire. So let's go ahead and get the Hermetic order. And as you can see, we actually have a ley line right here, which will actually give us adjacency, even higher adjacency for our campus that we placed down earlier. That gives us a nice +4 here. We get +2 from each of the rainforests around us, and then +2 from the ley line, and then +1 from the mountain here. So that's +1 from 2 adjacent rainforests, more rather. So that way is a nice +4 campus right there for us. All right, so Peter does declare a surprise war on us, but now we have the ability to just defend with the scout. I actually think I'm going to pop this trade where this scout is and where this warrior is, and this warrior is just going to defend this area right here. They're trying to have to go to war with us. They're going to have to get something like a couple archers in here to be able to actually take us out. All right, now we just got our +4 holy site. And I think since Peter just established a religion himself, what I'm actually going to try to do is go ahead and try to get up my religion as quick as possible. So I might work... Man, this is difficult. Do I do that or do I go for a monument? I actually think I have to go for a monument in here, but I also need some units. I actually can buy units here. So what I am actually going to do is go for a monument, and then I'm going to move the scout out, and then I'm actually going to buy a slinger, I think, in this city here. And then once I get archery, I'll upgrade that to a archer. All right, there we met China. Let's go ahead and try to send them a delegation. I do have enough gold for that. That's good. And then see if we can get open borders. That's fantastic. Oh, never mind. Okay, they don't want to do open borders. They'd have me pay some stuff. Oof, what if I gave you some iron? What would you do then? Okay, then that'd be okay. Then you give me some stuff there. That's good. That'll give us good relations with them. And we're still just defending against Russia. They don't have too much. They have some warriors here, but we're in a very defensive spot here, so we don't really have to worry too much about them coming and killing us. They just got tons of warriors, but that's not too bad. All right, we got some campuses here. We just got a +4 here in our capital. That'll give us tons and tons of bonuses there. Help our science out to now we have +9. So now what we want to go ahead and do is actually, let's look at great people. Some people are already getting +2. Okay. So what we're going to want to do, I think we're good for a religion. What we're going to do in our capital here is go for settlers. That way we can get these settlers up as quick as possible. We will want to also find archery. We will get that soon, hopefully. We're going to unlock animal husbandry and then sailing, and then we'll go see which one of these is archery. Hopefully it's this one of these ones right here, and we can get that rather quickly. So we can upgrade the slinger, and this slinger can defend our territory a lot better. All right, so we just got double hit by warriors here. What we're actually going to do now is take the Battlecry Promotion so that we can get +7 combat strength. As you can see, we took quite a big hits. We want to make sure that we can defend as best as possible. So Battlecry is going to give us extra combat strength and re-heal us just a little bit so that these warriors are now going to have a harder time trying to kill us. All right, now they could attack into me one more time, and I think they might get the kill. So what we're going to go ahead and do is try to fortify and see if we can outlast them. Not sure if that's going to be possible, but we're going to see how that works out for us. Okay, so they did get the kill there, but what we can actually do now is with the slinger, go ahead and take a shot here and get a boost for archery, and then immediately start working on archery so that we can complete it in 4 turns and get our archers up as quick as possible, because that's going to be really important in these cities. So now they're trying to fortify and heal, so what we actually want to do is move forward and try to get them. Ooh, they do have Himiko, which is really bad for us, actually. Himiko is one of those heroes that actually gives them, so they actually get... Let's see, where is there? They get +10 combat strength within those 2 tiles. So these guys are going to get boosted, which is really actually unfortunate for us. We need to definitely work on slingers here. Otherwise, this city is going to go down very quickly. This is going to put us kind of in a tough spot, but we'll have to see what we can do. Yeah, so that guy took that guy down pretty heavily. So what we want to do is just go back to our city and fortify here. How did you... Oh, so they already have sailing, so they can move their warriors through here. So that's... I'm in a really tough spot here. That's not great. So right now we're in a very tough spot because we have Magnus. We only have a slinger with very low health. That's not going to be able to do much hitting to them. It has been a couple turns since we have gotten into this war. Would Peter go make a peace with us? Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so Peter actually will do a net neutral peace, which is going to be good for us so that we don't lose the city and we can continue playing. But yeah, that's a very tough situation to be in right now. I think I could have gotten more units, so that wouldn't have been an issue. But the main issue is that I don't have... I needed to get the culture up so that I could seize these tiles as quick as possible. I probably could have played it safer by getting a couple extra units. But the fact that they already have so much science ahead of us and they have these technologies, like they probably already have stuff like sailing, shipbuilding here, which can allow all land units to embark, which is something that is a major advantage for them, but a major disadvantage for us. All right, in our capital, I think we're going to continue to get settlers. That way we can increase our ability to settle these lands. I think there's 2 more cities here, and then we have 1 over here as well. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get irrigation. That way we can get the coffee as well as other plantations up. With our second governor title, I'm going to actually pop in Magnus with surplus logistics. That way we can get more housing, more food in the city to make it grow quicker. Because right now we have a, let's see, plus 3.1. So now that'll be increased by 20%, I believe, after this next turn. Now in our city here, our 4th settled city against the Russian Empire, we're actually going to lay down our campus. We actually get a nice +6 campus here. So go ahead and get that so that we can make sure that we get all that juicy science in the early game. All right, now we got irrigation. So after this settler here, I think we're going to queue up a builder real quick and then queue up the last settler here. Let's go ahead and get shipbuilding. That way we can embark all our land units and hopefully send some more settlers across every place so that we can ensure that we get more cities and more land. So just to ensure we have enough growth and everything like that, and this city maintains enough loyalty, I'm actually going to send our next settler over here to where our scout is to ensure that we have the availability to get it going. All right, now Peter declares war on us again, which we probably figured was coming anyway. So what we want to do, we do have a settler being escorted. We want to make sure he is secure. In Kyoto, we have 1 more turn till a settler, but we won't be able to actually probably complete that. We probably need to work on an archer instead and just defend. We do have the ability to move you back to their city. And then this guy can't take a shot because of this forest. So we definitely will want to buy a unit in one of these cities here to ensure that we can defend. This has 15 combat strength. This only has 10. These warriors have 25 or 20 combat strength. So getting a warrior, I think in here would be our best bet because there's 2 warriors here. So we can go ahead and do that and fortify next turn to ensure that we hold up there. Ah, well, they have a galley as well. So I think my capital is dead. Rip. But I can double shoot here. Maybe we can survive. I'm not sure. You get a stalemate there. Okay, we're going to try to take out these warriors as quickly as possible. Then defend with our other guys over here. Alright, we got defensive tactics. We're going to go ahead and pop limes in there so we can get walls up as quick as possible. And then also do... I can't do bastions as well. I think I need to do bastions first for defense. And then colonialization. I think we need to just do urban planning so we can get more production out of that. Alright, now we go ahead and pop this guy here. We're going to found that other city. And then we're just going ahead and attacking here with these guys to try to get these warriors killed as quick as possible. You're just fortifying there. This city's rebelling in 33 turns. We want to go ahead and maybe do Exodus of the Evangelist because we will go ahead and get our religion up hopefully here. I think we should be able to get a religion here. And yeah, get that going. All right, in our World Congress, we're going to actually vote Peter to get more grievances, and then also give range units plus fun combat strength so that we can ensure that they have better ability to defend us, as we have some, most of our units are those units. Unfortunately, we did not get it. Melee actually gets +5, which is very bad for us. And then I actually generate more grievances, so this is not very great for us. We're gonna have to see how this holds up. This probably won't hold up very well though. This city will have a loyalty issue as well, which is also unfortunate. Okay, now we can start shooting that guy, I guess, and you can hit them. And here we want to go for, we can take 2 turns and get Hippolyta. That way we can get a nice combat unit ready, combat hero for us as well. And here we go just straight for Ancient Walls, I think. Governor title, let's go ahead and pick Victor and put it in that. Let's see, both those cities are losing loyalty. This one's -6 though. Let's go ahead and pop Victor in here. I just want to move you away so you're away from there. We will want to hit these horsemen as quickly as possible. We have very low combat strength, so maybe we go ahead, defend, and then cancel, and then get the promotion for volley. All right, now we have Hippolyta. Hippolyta can go ahead and, I believe she has to attack, so she can attack there, get that kill. And now we can double hit into, I think we hit this fully healed horseman to ensure that we can maybe get a kill on it. And I think this guy has to heal again. I don't think we have a choice with that. You can go ahead and take a hit into this archer from Cahokia. And this scout is kind of just hanging around. I don't think there's too much you can do. You can just explore, I guess. And here we want to go for Ancient Walls so we can defend even better. Alright, this is going to be pretty tough with all of these guys. So if I actually move you here, can I still take a shot? I can. So if I do this and get hit there, I can. And then I can get a shot in there. Cool. You can get a major victory. You can't get a kill, but close. Let's go ahead and take the garrison promotion, as we are on a district. District provides us +10 combat strength. And then now with Hippolyta, we're going to go ahead and get a major victory here. All right, this guy's going to move into the capital here. He's going to take a shot to begin with. And I think we're going to do it on this archer here. And then we can actually use Hippolyta and actually target our archer once again. And now it can shoot once more, which is great. And now we can still attack with this guy here. We can go ahead and take out that horseman. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attack this this warrior up here so that we can ensure that it has lower combat strength against this city here. And then what I'm going to do with Hippolyta is I have 3 movements, so I need to plan this out. So I can get the kill immediately on this archer. If I go ahead and take Hippolyta, that'll lower this combat strength even more, and then I can pop up back to this city eventually. So let's go ahead and do that, and then boom, there we go. We got that kill. Excellent. One more turn till Ancient Walls here. That'll help us better defend. All right, now we got a boost for engineering, so now we can double hit into this guy here. You can get a major victory here. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll repair our campus there. Now we have a warrior that came over from the west. We can go ahead and take it out just with that shot there. And we can move forward with this archer. This guy can go ahead and take out that warrior. You are going to run away as fast as possible. And we're going to get friendship back with China here. All right, in our new capital, we're going to start getting some more archers so that we can continue to defend. All right, now we have the unique ability to actually, with Hippolyta, go ahead and attack St. Petersburg. So we're going to do this a couple times. We have pretty good combat strength, and I don't think they're going to be able to counter us too much. So now we can actually go straight for engineering, hopefully. But we might be able to take St. Petersburg, and then they won't be able to do too much with these guys. We're going to go ahead and move with our archer and try to take out this guy. Actually, I'm going to move across the river and start shooting St. Petersburg as well. So go ahead and get another hit in there. This warrior is gonna move there. And then with this guy, we're gonna shoot that swordsman. Now we're gonna recruit this guy. We have a great prophet now. You are gonna shoot there. So getting things going. This is looking okay. So we can actually take St. Petersburg, I think, next turn, which will be really good. All right, now we want to go ahead and go for ancient walls in here. I'm gonna hold off on establishing this religion quite yet, mainly because I want to capture things like St. Petersburg first. This warrior is just gonna defend, I think.
All the world's a stake.
We're gonna attack here, and you're going to attack there as well. Now we're gonna go ahead and hit once with our archer here, and then hopefully, can we get the kill here? Boom, there we go. We got that kill. That's actually great for us. That's gonna, that rebels in 4 turns, though. That's the only issue. Can we pop Victor in there instead? It's minus 14. Maybe not, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. We can keep this city, see if we can get that rebellion in 28 turns. I think we can do something in 28 turns there. So we are actually turning this war around quite well. Let's go ahead and go for games and recreation, I think. And here, let's go ahead and continue to get things. We don't have enough horsemen to do that. So more archers to defend, I think, is the best thing here. And here, let's go ahead and get the monument repaired. I'm just going to put this great prophet to sleep. I don't want to use him quite yet. I'm going to rest and repair there and keep hitting this swordsman to see if it will go for us at all there. They want to make peace. I don't want to quite yet because I think I have a combat strength advantage over you because a lot of your units are everywhere. So now we can pop it down here. You can pop down here. We can, so we don't want to go for this city because it does have fortification health. This one does not though, so we do want to go for that one. So now we continue to hit into the warrior there. This guy I'm going to bring down here with us as well, as we are getting another archer in there and we should be fine. We want to go to Tula is where we really want to go. Okay, so they have a warrior across this river here. We need to be careful of that. And we met Zulu as well. Let's go ahead and see if we can send a delegation, and maybe they will not join a war or anything like that, which is unfortunate, but we might be able to do something about that. They don't have any iron, so let's go ahead and trade them as much as we can and see what they will give us for it. They'll give us quite a bit of gold per turn, 13. That's great for us to ensure that we continue our war. We're actually going to condemn a heretic here, so that way we can continue our religion. We don't have as much religious pressure on our cities. So with this person, with Hippolyta here now, I'm going to actually attack here, and then I can actually get Hippolyta's command and get that archer to then take another hit against him, and then I can move forward with this guy here. And here, this guy's continuing to fortify, and you are shooting that iron swordsman. All right, unfortunately, I think we actually need to pop one of our people into here, so I have less rebellion in 5 turns, and then continue to hit Tula with Hippolyta here. That way we can get that stuff down as quick as possible. I might send our archers down here, and might send this guy over here as well, to ensure that we can maybe get Tula as quick as possible. And Wolin, I actually want them to be on our side, so we're actually going to send an envoy. We'll get suzerainty of them, and now they might actually help us in our war here, hopefully. So, rebellion in 5 turns. Okay, I need to get this other city quickly so that I can ensure that I actually get it. Make peace. I don't want to, I refuse that deal. I want to try to get this city. It's going to be super important for us. This guy, you're just fortifying here. And we are doing a ranged attack into there. We're moving this archer down, moving you over here. You are hitting once more. We should get this. This will be great. I think we can get it in the 4 turns too. Now we're going to go ahead and get a granary in this city. I think we can stop building some units because we do have good enough combat strength to hold. And I think this next turn I might get the kill here.
Wealth consists.
Let's see. I should be able to get it. There I go. Perfect. So now I have rebellion in 3 turns. Maybe if I pop Magnus down there, maybe I should be able to get that. So now I should have positive loyalty in St. Petersburg. And I can keep this city. And now this archer can just continue to defend here. This archer, I'm going to have him come back. And then you are going to come down here. And here we're going to automatically get the monument repaired. And continue going from here. This guy, what do we want you to do? Go ahead and explore to the west, I think. All right, Zulu is mad at us for killing people, but I mean, we kind of had to. So now we have St. Petersburg. This will be really good for us. These aren't great tiles because it's all down here, but is not too bad. So actually, I can go ahead and maybe get this kill too. I need you as a loyalty stick. You are continuing to go up here. City ranged attack. Go ahead and attack into these guys. But this would be good for our religion, maybe, actually. So I'm not too worried about it. We do have assistance from China. They are coming back and maybe helping us take Kyoto. And here we're going to go ahead and get the garrison promotion in case that swordsman comes back. All right, let's go ahead and refuse that deal. With Hippolyta, we have 16 turns still. Could I, with this guy, go ahead and... I can't take that over. That's unfortunate. If I had a galley or something like that, I think I could take that over. So this is minor defeat. I could go ahead and pillage for some science, though, here, which would be good. Now we can get engineering. And we could still pop over there, too. And then we can take some hits on the holy site, too. You are hitting there. Good, good, good. You are fortifying. You are going to explore to up here. There is another civilization up here as well, so that'll be good to meet them. All right, things are slowly turning into our favor. Not too bad. But I think I'm going to end this episode here. This is the first episode of many. This is a very rough start, but I think we might be able to turn it around. It'll be very interesting to see where this game goes. It's a very, very chaotic kind of game. But we've taken out most of Peter's stuff here. He has one other city over here. I think we're just going to slam Hippolyta into here and see if we can get the kill. That'd be really nice. We're going to pillage the districts and stuff like that. And hopefully this galley gets out of here so that we can get some extra hits, because that'll lower its combat strength. But I'm going to end the episode here. But if you guys want to have a city named after you, go ahead and be sure to leave a comment down below. I will be naming one city per episode after someone who comments down below. Also leave a like on the video and subscribe for more videos to make sure that you stay up to the latest series. And with that said, I hope you guys have a great one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.